we got ourselves a word problem. And with word problems, you're going to often hear me say, translate as you go. Meaning, as you work through these problems, you want to make sure to see if you can translate the word problems into algebraic expressions to make these word problems less about the words and more about very simple math. So, let's read this problem and see what it entails, what it involves. Josie downloads 8 games onto her computer. Good for her. She now has 36 total games on her computer. So this is what I mean by translating as we go. She starts with an unknown amount, but onto that unknown amount, she has added 8 games. So I'm going to translate as I go, and I'm just going to say unknown plus 8. And now she has 36 games. So we can put ourselves in this problem and translate as we rock it and literally just think, well, I don't know what this problem's asking me yet, but I just know that she had an unknown amount to start. We added 8 onto that. Josie added 8 onto that with her download, and it gave her a total of 36 games on the computer. Now the question says, how many games does Josie have on her computer before this download, meaning that unknown amount that she started with? So by translating word problems as you read them and just going with the inkling or the thoughts that you have, we often can come up with expressions that lead us part of the way or all the way to an equation that we can solve to find our answer. We are asked to write and solve an equation. Well, we kind of already have done that. It's pretty cool. So the unknown amount plus the HE downloads is a total of 36. Now, we're not just going to leave it as unknown plus 8 equals 36. In algebra, we like to use variables, and when I solve a word problem, I define my variables. So let's let G equal the number of games that Josie starts with. So number of games Josie starts with. Number of games, and I was about to put number of Josies. That wouldn't make any sense. Number of games Josie starts with. And I know this seems like quite a big definition of a variable, but this leaves no question as to what G represents. So G is that unknown number of games we start with. So I'm going to say we started with G games, we don't know how much that is, we downloaded or added 8, and our total after that is 36. So now what's left is, well, to realize that we just took all of these words and made it into a simple equation. Once we solve that equation, now that we're sure that equation represents the situation, we will have an answer to how many games did Josie begin with before the download. So I'm going to undo plus 8 by subtracting 8. What I do to one side of the equation, I must do to the other side to balance out the fact that this side equals that side. Now I focus on each individual operation. 8 minus 8 is 0. So G is equal to, let's see what 36 minus 8 is equal to. If we do some mental math, 36 minus 8 is 28. And I'm going to put units or label that as 28 games. Your teacher may ask you to state in a sentence what your answer is. So you might need to write, Josie began with 28 games before the download. Very cool stuff. You might be looking at this saying, there's another way to do this. Why can't I just say I ended with 36, I downloaded 8, so I'll subtract 8 from 36? Well, you know what? You can. That's good, savvy math skills. It's good number sense. But I want you to learn how to write this algebraically and solve it out, because there will be word problems where we can't process everything mentally. Good stuff, actually great stuff. Now go practice some word problems.